CataractCoach.com. The nucleus will just not rotate. So how are you going to complete the case now? You've got to be able to adjust and think quickly on your feet. So here's the case. I'm going to show you the whole case start to finish. We're going to show it to you at 2x normal speed so we can get through the whole case in just a couple minutes here. And so there's our main incision. Get the rex done. You can see it's a real cataract, a lot of opacity there in the lens. And there's nothing wrong in the case, meaning, yeah, there's a little bit of zonular laxity, a little bit of wrinkling in the capsule, but nothing too out of the ordinary. There is no capsule damage, no capsule rupture, no vitreous loss. So sometimes you just don't get a rotation on the nucleus, perhaps because inefficient or insufficient hydro-dissection, but that's pretty good hydro-dissection. I mean, the nucleus is already coming out of the bag there, right? So now the nucleus is partway tilted out of the capsular bag. We're going to put the phaco probe in here and get the chopper in. Let's do a chop. There are 2 halves. So we instantly made 2 halves. And even that first half, we can sub-chop again. So I'll remove that first heminucleus pretty easily. But why isn't it wanting to rotate on me? And I'm not sure exactly. Maybe it's caught partially in the bag, partially out of the bag. But regardless, if it doesn't want to rotate, I'm not going to force it. That's kind of the key here. So you see, it doesn't want to rotate. So instead of forcing the rotation, I'm just going to lift the pieces up out of the capsular bag without rotation. So I don't want to stress things out here. So again, bringing the pieces up, engaging them with the phaco probe, but also using the chopper to get behind the pieces and lift them out of the bag. Look at that last piece. I want to rotate it. It just doesn't want to rotate on me. That's okay. I'm going to go sub-incisional, lift it up with the phaco probe, the high vacuum here, and bring it up to the iris plane where we can emulsify it. So again, I don't have a great reason for you why it didn't want to rotate, but it didn't. In a case like this, you've got to be able to just adjust your technique. Okay, doesn't rotate, not a problem. Instead, we're going to bring the pieces up, get them out of the capsular bag. And I'll finish up the case here and show you the rest of this case. And you'll notice that the capsule looks fine. The bag is okay, intact. Zonular support's pretty reasonable. Posterior capsule's intact. So again, I don't have a great reason why it didn't rotate. Perhaps it was insufficient hydro-dissection. But remember, the nucleus did prolapse partly out of the capsular bag as well. So it must have been somewhat decent hydro-dissection. Fill the bag with our viscoelastic, get the lens in. You'll see the lens will set it up nicely. It's a good size rexus. Everything else is normal. But take-home message again is think on your feet and react to the situation. Take it as it comes. Here comes our single piece acrylic lens going in the bag. Looks like a Techna-style lens. So perhaps the ZC Boo or the iHance. Both are very reasonable choices. Going behind the lens, removing viscoelastic. Again, the rest of the case appears pretty normal to me. So we're just going to kind of continue through and just get it done. But I wanted to show you this video because of that one thing. So don't force it. Just think how wimpy these ocular tissues are. Or that posterior capsule being 4 microns. That's half a red blood cell. And the anterior capsule is still only 14 microns. That's maybe 2 red blood cells in thickness. It's really almost nothing. And here again, the end of the case, some triamcinolone to help quell inflammation. A lot of people are asking why I put the triamcinolone in the eye. It's just to help quell post-op inflammation. And so there's no complication in this case. You don't really need it if you don't want to, but it'll certainly help. Little LRI there to help with the astigmatism correction. And everything else looks pretty good. So beautiful case. Thanks for watching. And remember, hey, take it as it comes.